With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Hrt2Heart Sports, and a pleasure to have you live at a charge for a little fun, a little entertainment value here this Saturday night. It's the Hrt2Heart Motorsports Series presented by AlanTilleryAuto.com. Make sure you go and check out Alan Tillery Auto. Give him some love. Thank you to everybody for being out there and chat everywhere we go. Thank you, Alex, for the like and the share. Mr. Dudley, much love to you. Thank you to Budgie. Thank you to the Dilligaff, who is my missus. She says, let's go Bobby Joe. She's got some rooting to do. Check it in right before you go to the wedding dance. Much love, brother. I hope that you have a ton of fun, brother. It's going to be, I hope that you get out there and and do the cool things that most couples should be able to do, is go out and have some fun. That's the right thing to do. So much love to everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday night. It is all about iRacing tonight, and it's all about what we're doing here. Hrt2Heart Racing League Week 5, Kentucky Motor Speedway, shows 1.46 mile length track. It is one of the I'm going to call it one of the flattest mile and a half so you're going to see on the NASCAR circuit. We love this. I love this racetrack. I think this racetrack is absolutely amazing. We appreciate it. Thank you to AR Audio, and thank you to NordVPN. Use promo code SIGNATURE to save yourself some money whenever you sign up for a VPN at NordVPN. 78 degrees on the weather temperature, Buchanan weather report. 45% humidity, partly cloudy skies, 2 mile an hour wind. We're going to see 78 degrees on the track temperature at qualifying, 4 sets of tires, 120 laps, 1 fast repair. These drivers are going. Dan watching from Mississippi. Good luck to everybody. Much love to the Mississippi fam. I am originally, I was born in Greenville, lived there till I was about 7. We moved to Illinois, so I've got a ton of family down in Mississippi. Much love to you. Appreciate you very much. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support stream. It supports what we do and also what this series does. Everybody who is out there, if you haven't done so, I want you all to get out there and go to our Twitch channel. I want everybody to go and follow me on Twitch, because after this race is over, we're going to send everybody who is watching on Twitch over to our good friend Spicy Dark Horizon Fishing. He is doing a charity stream. His wife donated a kidney to a young child who is basically battling just a ton when it comes to their body. So she donated a kidney. Well, right now he is with Stankrat. Who's a content creator out there. He's pretty famous in the Tarkov industry. We want to make sure that we send as many viewers over to them as possible to help support the cause and help support the stream. It's exactly what we want to see. We want to make sure everybody's good to go, and we do it. Much love to Spicy. So if you are watching at the end of the stream, stick around after the driver interviews, where you're going to raid over every viewer and just anticipate that that's going to happen. We're going to send everybody over to Spicy. He is doing a collab with a very, 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 very big content creator out there, and they're going to raise some money for the family of the child, because basically the parents have been out of work since this child has been going through these health struggles. So we're going to send everybody over there, and I encourage everybody, give $5, $10, if you can give more or give less. Either way, whatever you can do, whether it's $1 or $2. Whatever they can raise, they're gonna send over directly to that family, so that way we can make sure that they can afford to still continue to live the normal life, even though they're going through struggles. This is what we do. It's how we do it. That's that's part of the community of what we do here at Signature Esports. We continue to push the boundaries of being able to do more and more for people out there, and that is my goal. Ryan went out there in the chat. I'm glad you were able to make it in. He had to get the update in. So I'm glad to see that we love our spiciness, love our fam, we love everybody that's out there. So if you saw the link in chat, make sure that you click on that link, get your Twitch account set up, make sure you follow us and do that, so that way we can raid you over. You don't even have to follow me, you can just be in chat, and we'll raid over. That's right, not all heroes wear capes, and she is a hero. I didn't know that one of the, so this is one of her students that's going through those struggles. So she donated her kidney. One of the other teachers donated their liver. So that's incredible, right? If I haven't working again, yeah, absolutely. Hello, Blanky. All right, starting grid for tonight's race. Casey is going to be your pole sitter here tonight. Roberts is going to be second on the outside pole. Michael Butler, Rusty Robinson is going to make up row number 2. BJ Lane, Bobby Joe are going to be the row number 3. Brad Dove, Dan Cullison are going to be the row number 4. Dudley, William Martin in row number 5. Bud Light Mike, Robert Peters is going to be their row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Greg Langford. Todd Lippincott back out there in the mix. Ryan Perotti is going to have James Borden. And then Ryan went to Daniel Lyle out there in the mix. My chats, they should overlap. They should. You should get the restream chat happening there. So you're going to see chats from everywhere. So restream, the restream bot's going to be doing its thing. So yeah, it's going to happen. That you're going to see all the chats kind of everywhere. So, yeah, kind of the way things go. So, we like all that happening. So thank you to everybody out there for doing what you guys are doing, and we're gonna make sure. So Brad Dove's gonna get the okay. Brad Dove's gonna get an EOL tonight. He won last week, so he went from the back to front. So he's gonna get the EOL tonight. So he's gonna start at the tail end. That's the voice chat, right side of the screen. Yeah, should be. Yeah, that's the. So yeah, there's two things. There's two things going on. All right, so Brad Dove's gonna get the EOL. We're gonna make sure that we give that to him. And we'll, as soon as he gets, I gotta wait till he gets out of pit road here. And then we'll give him the EOL. There he is. All right, Case Dave will lead him around. Yeah, so I'm race controlling at the same time. Which is double duty. So because I'm doing the RC, I've got their chats popping up so that way I can see it. So I can hear it and I can see who's doing what. So you guys are going to see who's talking to. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we've got everybody ready to go and rocket, and we're seeing what these drivers are going to be doing. Everybody's going to be catching up and getting themselves back out. Kentucky under pace is 60 miles an hour, so we're seeing the drivers hold on to, well, their ever-living minds, and it's going to be a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody being out there. Who's the pick to win? Well, if I know what Jess is going to do, it's going to be Bob Joe. So that's who she's going to be rooting for. We do have driver camps tonight, presented by Beef Jerky Unlimited. Be able to check out Beef Jerky Unlimited. I want you to go do so. That right there, I love it. I love when folks are getting out there having fun. That's Joe Flack right there. That's Flash. He's got his VR headset on. He is ready to go. Much love to Joe. Right there, that's Bud Light Mike. He's in the 47. He's going to be he's got a brewski in hand. Who's the underdog? Man, they're all pretty equal. I think BJ Lane. So I would say the 99 is the one you're going to root for. There's Robert Dudley, who was last season's champion. He's going to be ready to rock and roll here as they'll pace around the back straight away. That's Scott Casenave, who let his daughter Abby dye his hair blue, apparently, which is awesome. That's your pole sitter right now. It's going to be right there. I'm digging the blue hair. I really am. You always take an underdog. I like it. Ryan Wentz, a good underdog. Give him some love. We want to see him get up there. He's a great driver. He just had some bad luck. Love the blue hair, Brian says. I know, it's great. Some great blue hair. There it is. That is, I always forget who that is. I think that is Butler, I think. I can't remember. I'm so backwards. I think Roper's lost his camera. No, there he is. I'm missing a camera. One of the cameras dropped off. And then Brad Dove's going to be we're green. That's Ryan. I got two cameras for Ryan. How'd that happen? We'll fix that later. Brad Dove's out there. He's going Kazane single file. Roberge already has wins on the series as well. Butler's going to be in third. BJ Lane's up one. Going to be right there to the outside. 5 of Rusty Robinson digs the corner. Big full send momentum as they continue to push. Again, after this race, we're going to switch everybody over. And remember to follow us on Twitch. We're going to send everybody that is watching on Twitch on over to Spicy so we can give that charitable cause a great push in the right direction. Bobby Joe, the 0-2, off one spot early as they continue to pace around. Kentucky's going to be insane. We like to see everybody have a ton of fun out there. Make sure you do reach up and react and all that stuff. If you haven't subscribed, I would consider it an honor to be able to have a subscriber out there. Bobby Joe's biggest fan right there. I like it. Riding dirty, no headset. Yeah. Gordon Taylor into the field. James is another one. He's got a new paint scheme on. Whoops, somebody in the wall up there. Todd Lippincott. A little tight on the corner. 88 down to the 15. Benny Jones rolling Ryan up 5 early. he can have some momentum. He's going to drop to the inside. He'll dig to the inside of Greg Langford. Langford in the 07, part of the wonderful crew over there at Buchanan Resort. If you haven't checked him out, I encourage you to go do so. Dave runs the fastest lap of the race at 30.61. He and Roberge rocketing down to the bottom side. With the drivers just above the 1600 mark of the iRating. Butler 1799 and Intel BJ Lane right behind. This is a flat track, so setting up your corners very tough to pass. You got to set the corner up so you don't slide the tires. You don't want to slide the corner. That's one of the biggest things about Kentucky that makes it so detrimental. Is that an it's a personally created SDK overlay. I took the NASCAR overlay and made it my own. And to include the top left, that is all my own. Yeah, it is SDK. It is doing a thing. That's for sure. Brian went. Greg Langford up 2. Joe Flack's going to be up 1. Flack running a little bit of VR. We'd like to see our VR drivers get out there and give themselves the extra momentum, because VR is the most immersive way to drive. I got to pull that camera up. I got to see what's going on. Brad Dove. We had one camera drop out. We'll have to see which one that one. Oh, it was the old 99. BJ had his camera drop out. He got himself some new stuff. All right, we're gonna fix that. We'll put Brad Dove where BJ was. Right, there he is. All right, studio mode. Back to D7. Here he goes. Brad Dove has 2 wins on the series. He went back to back in this series and has done a pretty phenomenal job of just finding his own groove. And I think running with Chop Chop is one of our sponsors over here at Signature Esports. It's really given us confidence and boost, and being able to get out here and win is another factor as well. So back-to-back wins. He is looking for another one. We'll see if that's going to happen. Roberge and Kazanave have pushed themselves out front. Roberge gets a little dirty air, slides the corner a little bit. It's going to drop down to the bottom side. Roberge started second. Butler's going to be there as well. Save some tire on this racetrack. It is a tire eater. 8 of 120 complete. It's going to be a little bit of a longer race tonight as these drivers continue to work. Green flag pit stops are going to be the biggest factor here as the 99 carries the corner. Dudley to the bottom side, and he clears as everybody goes to work. Bobby Joe still off 1. He's all about saving tires. I think that's what he's going to do. Lane's going to be your pick. Like it. BJ Lane right there. You know, Jess will root for Bobby Joe. I'm going to root for Ryan Wendt. Ryan can keep the truck clean and stay out of the have no headaches, then he will be just fine. Brad Dove moving up a spike, gets to the inside of Daniel Lyle. Last week's winner, going from the back to the front, will have to do so. It takes talent. It takes talent to be able to do that. 40 sliding to the out, goes to the wall. Great race line for him there as he still push and work. 10 of 120. I like Butterfingers too. It's one of the candy bars that I can actually eat. You know what I mean? I'll root for Ryan. Carry all the way down to the line. Moves up. That's the 15 of Betty Jones behind. I normally root for the 15 because it's my number. But if I'm working on any race line, I'd be rooting for Ryan right here. Kazanave out front. 7/10 of a second to over Roberge now, as clean air has made it very possible for Roberge to, do the Roberge things. What he's got going on. That's what I would say. That's Dove. Sorry, there's Roberge. Courtney, British Columbia, the nicest Canadian. I dubbed him that name because he is one of the nicest people you're going to meet on the simulator. And not only that, but loves to get out there and just be a good dude. I mean, just a good dude. How about it? Can't wait to eat one? Yeah. Fingers are great. Hayes and Dave on board. I want to take a look, and we got to drop in. I want to make sure that I get the latest standings when it comes to the points, because the Truck Series has been pretty darn fantastic. Roberge leads the points. He does have one win. Hayes and Dave has a win as well. Brad Duff sits fourth in the point standings. He's had some great races, but still shows himself 22 points off of the current race leader. He bounces back down here. And as it would, back to the points here. Langford sits third in the point standings. He has a 18-point deficit. So Roberge 10 points above the line right now, doing a pretty fantastic job. So through week 5, we'll see what's going to happen. Kazenave has a win. Langford still searching for his first win. Brad Dove with 2 wins on the series. The only other driver that has a win on the series is Don Milkowicz, according to that's the entirety of the series. So I do apologize about that. It's from other series being bounced in here. So yeah, good race so far, so good. I believe I've got those days right. Let me look at the season schedule again. Kentucky, yeah, week 5. We're on week 5. Get a pretty awesome schedule coming up. So we're week 5. We're going to be at Watkins Glen next week. Miami is going to be in week 7. Auto Club's going to be week 8. Michigan, Nashville, Chicagoland, Lucas Oil, and Las Vegas be the final ones of those. Who's out there rooting for Sonoma Raceway? That's what I want to say. I like me some Sonoma. Go back to Bud Light. Mike is going to be up 2. Dan Cullis into the 12. He's working his way forward. These 2 drivers have a little bit of that toe when it comes to Rusty Robinson. Roberge 1.6 back. We'll see the 8 of Michael Butler try to drop to the inside. 17.99. I wonder if Roberge might be saving here. I know that Roberge has tracks he's just really good at. And some tracks he has to work on that long run pace. Sometimes if you work it too hard, you'll find yourself having too much of a gap. Kazenave right now through this race is really just kind of cleaned himself out. He's doing a great job. Roberge able to defend the high side there. Butler making it very tough to pass. I think the egg-shaped line is the best part about this racetrack that you can see. As the battle for second is between 3 drivers, Dudley in tow as well. Bobby Joe's going to be up 1. He was off a couple, now working his way back forward. Budgie is probably over helping Spicy right now because his chat's getting flooded with all the folks that are with Stank-Rat Stream and all of that. So she might be helping. She might be helping. She might be helping Spicy. Blanky, thank you for the 95 biddies, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate the biddies. 95 biddies on the table. It says bam. There you go. What's Bobby's paint right there? Little white and blue AlanTilleryAuto.com. I can do the one thing I like to do, and we can take a closer look. He's catching these guys. Butler gets around Roberge. Looks like right there. It's the Bobby Joe Show. Nobody touch him. Bobby Joe to the outside of the 49. Good little battle here. Be now Bobby Joe trying to work his way forward. Butler 2.2 back as Roberge runs the high side here. One of the great things about this racetrack is it can become multi-groove. Old Jirashi says. Especially after what you saw the other day in the Wednesday night race. He's going to be moving forward. Bud Light Mike up 3. Biggest move of the race is going to be Ryan Wendt. He has found his groove. Liam Martin way up the race line. He comes down. Brad Dove in tow as well. Brad Dove started 7th. Of course, got the UL because of the win. That's one of the things they do have in this series is that if you win, you will get an UL the next week. Ben, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Ben Adams out there says loves you all those videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate it very much. We try to do the best we can. Dan Cullison in the ace spot. He's got Rusty right behind him. Rusty has lost 5 spots since the start of the race, but don't count out Rusty. You're able to talk to Rusty Robinson a couple of times throughout the season, and we did get to talk to him Wednesday. Rusty pushing forward here. We'll take a look. And we're going. Thank you, everybody out there, for watching. Keep kicking butt, taking names. Thank you so much. Isn't a big push out, 2.5 seconds to lead right now. Now we'll see if Butler, Dudley, Bobby Joe gets around Roberge. I think Roberge might have pushed his tires a little bit harder than what he wanted to, so he might be on save mode. BJ Lane in the 99 off 1. Bud Light Mike trying to get it the inside, 47. Keep it all the way to the bottom. 99 will be able to battle back. He'll come down to that second lane. Good monitor look for the 99. It's going to be able to keep that position for the time being. We'll see if Mike can clear here in turn 1. About who can turn the brake, turn into the braking zone a little harder. That is exactly what you see from the 47. Mike pushing 99 to the back bumper, slides back up in. It's now Rusty Robinson. Tries to work his way back forward. Cullison off 1 now, but don't count him out just yet. Ryan went up 9 spots inside the top 10. Brad Dove has gotten around Greg Langford, but Greg is not out yet. Joe Flack back here at the 91. Like to see that Toyota go to work. A little flash. Call him Joe Flash Flack. Like to see a 26 of 120. Green flag pit stops will happen here very soon. It is a very the tire fall off on this racetrack is immense. You see about 2.5 seconds the difference here. Dudley 32.70 his last lap. Your race leader with clean air 32.43 will start to pull away and have to just maintain a pace. 3 seconds the gap here as the 8 and the 49 go at it. But here comes Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe dips the tires below the apron, trying to help the car turn, help the truck turn. Then Chevy goes to work. Toyota at third. First forward's going to be Bud Light Mike. He's going to be at 5. As we'll see, Ryan Wendt pop out. The 2 Toyotas here side by side. 40 and the 12. 40 all the way to the bottom. Oh, Flack having a conversation with William Martin. They're just giving each other a little props, saying, hey, we're racing each other pretty clean here. Let's go some phone. Benny Jones to the inside of the 2. Joe all the way below the yellow line there, trying to work it. Butler's going to give up a spot here. Hear them all talk about it, right? That's pretty much how you see it. That's pretty much the best love you can get from any one of these drivers. That's a lot of blue hair for Scott Kazenave up there. I've had that up for a hot minute, so I do apologize about that. I didn't realize I hit the button. I've got driver cam set up on a hotkey, and Scott's blue hair has been on the stream for a hot minute. Thank you for the chats out there, folks. Much love. Dudley will now have to try to catch. Here's the 0-2. 0-2, a little faster than Dudley here. Last lap, we'll see if Dudley can take advantage of that second place clean air. Like a reverse Smurf, that's pretty. Yes, exactly. Oh, man. He let his daughter take over his hair. I mean, I'd let mine do it. There is Bud Light Mike, who rocks in 6th right now. He's doing a great job. Let's go on board. This is what, that's the nose. We want to go on board inside the cockpit view. Oh, man. Trying to set some stuff up here. Be able to showcase the driver's speeds. That's on board the 91. I think it's working. Yeah, it's working. I like that. All right, that's Bud Light Mike. Go check through your drivers here. Gonna be Mr. Dudley. He's going to be in second. He's 3.6 back. And I tell you what, somebody who's going to be right behind. You see green flag pit stops already happening here. Right behind Dudley is going to be Bobby Joe. Butler gives up that spot. He's going to be running toward the back row. Burge is on tire save mode. 32.45. Very consistent for the 14. The Pitcott coming to pit lane right now as they would work. Dudley's pace is picking up. There's Scott Kazenave, who's going to be there on the driver 4 cam. Still holding on to what he has. We'll see kind of where these drivers push. Really not. Yes, I would. I would most definitely let the little miss, do something with the hair. I don't have a problem with that. Not at all. All right. That's your driver cam. Some of them, thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited for being a part of that. Thank you to all the folks that help us out. We would let her, why not? She wanted, if she said, "Hey Dad, I want to try something." Better for me to do it. Brad Dove, Ryan Went, try to go 1-2. He said orange. It's because she knows that I like orange. Maybe we'll do it for charity. We'll add it to some things. Greg Langford to the inside. 1,000 I-rated drivers are pushing a little bit more forward. Whoa, Ryan down to the side draft. That arrow block, that works. You saw just how much the 40 was able to try to slow up the 07, but the 07 did a great job of pushing. 9 spots gained. Benny Jones coming to pit lane. Tires and fuel are everything. And they're doing go. Team Brian, like it. Kelly, much love to you. Kelly, I appreciate you being out there. I'm rooting for him. He and Brad Dove have got shots here. Brad Dove has come from the back to the front, and right now 32.6. He is running faster than everybody in front of him except for the race leader, Scott Kazenave. 11 point. And so this is where short pitting the leader, but split this thing into thirds. If you're going to run 40 laps, run 40 laps. 45 to 48 on a full fuel cycle. I would split that thing into that 40 mark. I think that's not a bad idea. If it runs green like it has been, it's going to be good. 91 of Joe Flack coming up pit road. Peroni's going to be on pit road. It's Ryan. It's going to be who was on the driver cams out there. That's who that driver on the green screen is. Oh, Ryan went. Well, you could be Team Ryan too. That's 2 Ryans. There you go. Right there. Coming on pit road. He's off 1, but he's coming back. First the green flag pit stops. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you. Scott Casey, Dave coming to pit road. Dudley coming around lead lap. It's going to be a bonus point for him. Bobby Joe's coming to pit lane as well. Butler goes to second. Roberge to third. Bud Light Mike's going to be in fourth. Brad Dove moves up to fifth. We'll see Greg Langford, Ryan Went all stay out this time by. Pit road's a little bit busy. Hey, there's so many Jasons out there. I get it. I do apologize for mistaking that, but things do happen. I was talking about I will just say that I was talking about the 40 at that particular moment, so I assumed. Evening, Mike. I hope you're having a good night at work. Tell the McDonald's staff that I expect a gluten-free bun here very soon so I can have a Big Mac again instead of having to eat it covered in lettuce and the sauce because it's just not what I can do. Dudley leads. Butler's in second. Roberge in third. Roberge needs to just maintain You know, if Roberge leads the lap, that's still another bonus point for him. Most laps led so far goes to Scott Casadave. So Dudley might push this until he runs out of fuel, which is not a bad idea. Bones having an issue. Going to be turned around to the bottom side of the racetrack here. He's going to have to hold on. Yeah. Caution's going to come out. That is going to happen there. Because if iRacing didn't throw the caution, I was going to throw it. So here is that caution. We'll see a lot of drivers going to be recipients of the free pass here. So Dudley, your race leader, will benefit that. Everybody else come to pit road for the green flag pit stops. William Martin, last driver on the lead lap. Cazenave will get the free pass. Will be the lucky dog, be able to put himself on the same fuel cycle. Bobby Joe will be the first driver. That's an awful time to have a caution come out. Let's see what happened to Bones, though. Bones might have just spun it coming out of pit road here. Oh. Yep. Something happened there. All right. They gonna do it. Did I see what you did last night? I did not see what you did last night. I did not. I have been pretty much not on the computer. I've been a little busy, a little working. Speaking of which, folks, if you're out there watching and you want to be a part of an iRacing spectacle, next Thursday we are going to be hosting a charity race of our own. It's $15 to enter, and half the proceeds go directly to a young lady named Georgia, who is going to be battling leukemia right now. She's very young, and they need all the help. The family needs all help with their medical bills that they can get. So if you want to be a part of that, you got to join our Discord. Make sure you get out there and do so. Because I want you guys to participate. It's $15. Half the money goes to the prize pot for the top 5 drivers. Could pay out the top 5, and then the other half of that money goes directly to the family to support it. So if we can get 20 drivers, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a great time. Right now, we're putting a big push on it, and our video has been copyright struck that we posted up today. So I'm gonna have to change some music on it and redo it, repost it. But I want everybody to get out there and be a part of that. It is the battle against leukemia for Georgia. We're calling the race Georgia Strong. They're going to run Atlanta for 134 laps, the super speedway style. And that's going to be next Thursday. We're going to be that will be live broadcast on Signature Esports. We're going to take care of that, and we'll get everybody located for it. It's going to be a great time, and hopefully we get the little lady to give the command. But we'll make sure the family is a part of it. She has been in and out of the hospital, going through all kinds of stuff here. It's going to be crazy. All right. Dudley came to pit road. Butler, Roberge, Brad Dove, Cazenave did get the free pass here, so he came around, became the lucky dog, so he'll stay on the lead lap. I have a chance for him right now. I'd come to get fuel, but he'll stay out and keep himself on that same cycle. William Martin also on the lead lap, and Ryan Wendt going to be right behind. Bobby Joe is looking for a free pass. There's quite a few drivers up here in front of Robert Dudley that is looking for a free pass. Dudley back here, so you got about half the field doing just that. Ryan staying out, put it on 44 to get those tires. So fantastic. They're gonna go back to it here, and as they go back to it, it's gonna be green flag race once again, as we'll see what Dudley can do. I do like the Kentucky cameras. They have a TV1, TV2. They have a TV Spectate. They have a tower cam, which is in the direct center. Then we have static cams. Of course, I had to change a few of them, but they'll look good. You know what I mean? Kentucky is a great racetrack. Great racetrack. All right, they're going to do their thing. We'll keep it on exciting. We're going to go back to green flag racing here as everybody starts to pack things back at it. I'm going to grab my drink and be a lap before we get going. Be right back. All right. Todd Lippincott had an issue on 44. See what happened here. He was trying to get himself back around. I will clear black flags just so everybody knows because of what's going to happen here. Seeing it from my point of view. So yeah, we're gonna clear a whole bunch of black flags here. See what happened here as they go. Clearing all the black flags as they would work. All right. Green flag back at it here. 49 of 120 being completed. Dudley up 8. So we're going to see what Kazanave does here. He's going to have to work around traffic once again. Bobby Joe able to restart where he needed to. But we'll see Bones. Getting a 1X here. We'll have to see what's going on with Bones. Bones coming back to pit road here. We'll see. I don't see a black flag on his timing. Roberge is going to be in second. Butler's going to be in third. Ryan Wendt in fourth. Here comes Brad Dove. He's going to be trying to hold off Kazanave down to the bottom side. Ooh, 25 into the 14. Not quite clear just yet. Woo! All the way down into the nose. William Martin's going to be in second here in the conversations happen there. And Cullison, he's on the move. A little bit of lap traffic happening here as well. Bobby Joe, again, long run race pace for Bobby Joe. That's what we were seeing. He was inside the top 3. Now back at 9th here. Letting the tires warm up and then getting himself back into the mix. Bones looks like he is leaving pit lane, able to get that 30 seconds taken care of. Benny Jones at the 15. He'll be right there side by side with Joe Flack. Dan Cullison. Leading the second charge here. William Martin in the number 2 is going to be up 3. Kazanave's going to be off 5. Brad Dove is going to be up 2. Ryan Wendt up 15. Your biggest mover of the race. Searching for the top 3. Butler holds on to third as Dudley and Roberge. Roberge leads, so credit that driver for a point on the bonus there as well. Need bonus points. You need them all. Brad Dove just ran his fastest lap of the race. He's going to be dropping to the inside of the 40. 40 to the 25, side by side. Roberge out front. And Kazanave all the way down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Dirty air, a little bit more retroactive here. As the 40 all the way up near the wall there. I'm going to go on board. As we'll see just what this takes to be able to drop into the corner. Chris Roberge out front, 1 second lead over Dudley. And Roberge did have an opportunity earlier to be able to give himself a little extra momentum. He was trying to save. Let's go, says Dilligaff out there. Much love, babe. Appreciate you. 55 of 120, about halfway through this race. As, again, the fall off on this racetrack is atrocious. Over 2 seconds right now. Roberge running 30.99's fastest lap of the race. I do believe belonging to Kazanave 30.54. I don't see anything more than that, or less than that. Sorry, let me forgive that. Roberge, Dudley, Butler, your top 3. Bobby Joe working his way back forward as well. Can't sleep on the racetrack. You got to get yourself in that condition. Kazanave battling a little bit of dirty air right now. As the 40 will traffic back down. We'll get to the outside of the 14. Not allowing the 14 to run the lane that he needs to. 25 all the way down to the bottom. 14 will hook the bottom side. Going to be cleared now. Need to slide up the racetrack. 40 drops into the corner. It's going to be fine. Big run off the pace. It's going to be tight off corner exit. 40 doing a great job. The 14 right there. Kazadave. He's going places. Dove was fast on the long haul as well. Worked his way from the back of the field all the way back up here. Now up 3 spots from his start. The no biggest mover. Oh, 25 to the back bumper of the 8. Butler. It's Dove to the outside. Dove trying to go to back, to back, to back. Trying to be a three-peat. Martin back here talking with Bobby Joe. Letting each other have at it here as Roberge leads by 0.4 of a second over Dudley. And Dove. Kazadave. Battle for third. Roberge on save mode here. We'll see. 59 of 120. Driver should think about pit road somewhere around the 80 to 90 mark, somewhere in between that, depending on when they came to pit road. Kazadave might be thinking about lap 40. If you split it in 4s or split it in 3s, it's an extra set of tires for later on. 14. There to the back bumper of the 25. All the way to the bottom of the racetrack. 25 still hooks the bottom. 25 arrow bumped right there. 14 better drive off. As the onboard cams get lively. 14 to go to the outside. If I can't pass you on the bottom, we'll try to do it on the top. Go flank back here. Let some drivers go. Oh, baby. It was Ryan up high. He's very close to wall ride in Kentucky. Not seen that. These drivers all looking for it. Bud Light Mike, last driver on the lead lap. Everybody else a lap down, as it would be. Roberge out front. Dudley in second. Kazadave's going to be in third. Brad Dove back to the inside. These two are hooking up on each other. As Ryan went, we'll see Michael Butler in tow as well. Dove back to the inside all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. 14 down to side draft. 25 back into the throttle a little earlier. Crossover for the 14. Ooh, Ryan having a duck out of the way of the 14 there. Ryan went to the bottom. The more Scott and Brad Dove duke it out, the more this little 4-pack becomes a little bit more interesting. Chris Roberge to Robert Dudley. They're continuing to pull away. 3-second gap now over the 25 of the 14. Langford on the high side. BJ Lane's going to be 1 lap down. Langford on the lead lap, still 11 seconds. The difference here. Trying to see if anybody can do anything here. Be able to settle in. Dove 3.2 back, and right now Ryan went. Being patient. Whoa! 14 across the nose of the 40. Very close. Very close. 14 in turn. Dove. This is where the aero block works. And the side draft and the side compression on these trucks have really shown up. Roberge to Dudley. Dudley utilized a little bit of an egg shape, runs that second lane. 98 will try to close in. Dudley's going to have a run off the high side. Second lane working for Robert Dudley. Bottom side of the racetrack, carrying all the grip and all the heat. You see the dynamic wear on this racetrack. The racetrack getting darker and darker as the 98 drops in, puts the air on the nose of the 49. Right now, they both working together. Second lane for the 98, 49 on the drop it. Going to change lanes and search for a whole different work. Right now, he's going to be there to the back bumper of the 98. Battle for the lead there. Brad Dove, Ryan Wendt, Cazenave side by side. And here comes the 8 of Michael Butler, 40, up in that second lane. Doing a phenomenal job here of managing the side draft, giving it enough space, trying to clear. Here's the tower cam, 40. Back into the throttle. Look at that run down the back straightaway. That's what you see in NASCAR, folks. It's insane. It'll allow it, the 14 back into the brakes a little earlier, but the 40, because the track is wearing this way, might be able to get himself a little bit ahead of steam here. And we'll have that third spot locked in, that 4 spot locked in, if he can hold on to it. 40 down, second lane battle right here. As Ryan Wendt is going places. He has figured it out. Just needs to find the bottom side of the racetrack and dump the air on the nose of the 14. The 8 to the back bumper again. 40 doing a great job. 14, 40. Phenomenal race happening right here. As now the draft helping the 8. So the 14 will pick up that spot. Michael Butler helping the cause with the bottom side. Now the 40 back into the throttle here again. 40 up near the wall. Is going to be able to clear 1 and 2. Really good for the 40. Now he's going to be able to drop into the corner and try to take that lane. Second lane again. Roberge. Dudley. The race is on here for these two. Dudley to the inside of the 98. Roberge will have to get back and be competitive. That outside lane can work here. Robert Dudley. See Roberge. They give each other a lot of room here. 98. 49 gets tight up to the 98. You saw it drift up just a little bit on Dudley. Roberge did a great job of just holding that line. He dropped into that second lane, pulled the air off of Dudley, as Dudley was kind of egg shaping into the corner. Brad Dove leading the charge here as Ryan Wendt holds on. Cazenave with clean air had the advantage earlier and now having a harder time trying to work toward it. As Roberge and Dudley try to hold off. They got a 3-second lead now. That lead has started to shrink here as Dudley goes back to the inside of the 98. 98, second lane, out of the corner. 49 all the way down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Same concept here. As Roberge will be back into the throttle here. 49 off the corner. Roberge back to the lead. Great defense here. Very hard to take the lead away. 73 laps in. As these drivers continue to push. Again, folks, go to our Twitch channel. Make sure that you are subscribed or are following our Twitch channel. We're going to be sending everybody over after this race to our to watch Spicy go out there and play a little Tarkov. But he's doing it for a cause. He's doing it with the content creator. His name is Stank Rat. He is escaped from Tarkov, connoisseur of being quote unquote the rat. If you haven't seen his content, I encourage you to check him out as well. He's got a great YouTube channel. We appreciate him helping Spicy out. We're going to do our part to be a part of it. Michael Butler. It's around Scott Cazenave. Cazenave back to 6th. Bobby Joe has worked his way back to this group as well. Again, I talk about Bobby Joe's long run race pace, and that's exactly what he's got here. The 0-2 off one from the start, but was way back here around 12th, where Bud Light Mike sits, and has now started to pull his way forward. So Bobby Joe doing a great job. William Martin up 2. Dan Cullison in tow. Greg Langford back here as well. He's pulling around the 99. And Benny Jones going to be up 3 spots at 15, keeping himself on the lead lap. Bud Light Mike doing a great job. How about it? But a great race. There is Bud Light Mike. I think he was looking. He might have been looking for his beer. Might have been. Not a big deal. We like those things, right? I think Bud Light Mike's coming up pit road. There is Robert Dudley. He's trying to track down the 98. Dudley is most definitely finding his groove. He's getting runs off the corner right there. Right now, he's going to get to the inside of the 98. Watch the turn into turn one. Roberge able to stay second lane here. And that's the defense. Right now, Dudley he has the better run here. Can he get to the outside of the 98? He's got to be patient here, I think. Just got to be patient. Joe Flack coming to pit road. 98 to the bottom side. 49 keeping the race line. Clean air can be the advantage. It's James Borden back here as well. Saw somebody behind those drivers. There he is. It's Todd Lippincott. Intakers happen here. Battle for the lead, but Lippincott has some new tires. Keep it on 61. He's a little fresher than these drivers. We're on lap 79. As Roberge tries to hold off this driver. 3.2 second difference here. As Brad Dove goes to work. Inside's going to be Ryan Wendt. Butler there as well. Kazanave. There's the 4 of Daniel Lyle to the outside. 40 doing a great job having the defense here. All the way to the bottom. 44 crosses over Daniel Lyle with a back bumper. A little fresher here. See the 10 coming off pit road. That's Peroni back here. Ryan doing a bang-up job tonight as well, trying to work his way out of that lap down position. But that caution was a big issue. '98 is Bones. Bones letting the drivers go by. Good to see Bones out there again. 3-year-old of the Bass Pro Shop. K&A Bobby Joe coming to pit lane. Right now, Dirty Air keeping Roberge at bay as well. That's going to be that. I know that Todd's right there. Todd's doing a phenomenal job. Todd's running his race line. He's doing what he's got to do, right? He's on a different strategy. He's 2 laps down. He's got to get himself a little bit more out of that truck and keep himself moving in a positive direction. What that does for Roberge gives him a little Dirty Air to follow. Might be able to keep that spacing. Rusty Robinson coming to pit road. Roberge out front. Outside lane working. Here comes the 91. Joe Flack. Got new tires. Be able to race around the race leaders. He's going to have to just figure out where he needs to be. Flash. Letting him know. Whoop. Bounces on the bottom. Bounces on the bottom. It's good. Good old Joe. Difference in speed between these two drivers is insane. There's Scott Kazanave. He's going to be coming around. He is going to be a lap down. Bobby Joe BJ Lane coming to pit road. Dan Cullison coming to pit road as well. It is Kazanave there. Let's go through your drivers. That's Ryan Wendt in the number 40 truck. He is holding on to 5th right now. Butler got around him, so this is all about just pace and what he can do. A top 5 night in that truck. Not a bad little situation you might be having to go on. Thank you, Chop. Appreciate you. They do not. They've got a green flag pit stop they have to do. They came in and have had one caution happen on lap 42, and these drivers have been giving themselves some effort. So, good little race line here. Bones coming to pit road. So now they're coming in for their green flag pit stops. They've got 85 laps to go. Again, Kentucky, 45 to 48 laps is your typical fuel cycle with a full fuel window. And every one of these drivers are going to have to come back to pit road at least one more time. Well, not every one of them. 98. Oh! So Dudley gets around. Roberge, touch and go situation there on the 88. So Chris Roberge. Man, oh man, here's what happened. We're going to back up. It was the run. This is what I talked about. Tires. It started to level off here for the 88. So Roberge, it's down on the bottom side here. On corner exit. Ooh, right there. Some contact. Let's see. Back up here. The 98 was trying to exit here. And I think he expected the 88 to be a little higher here on the corner exit. And Roberge gets into him. So, no big deal for either one of those drivers. Thank you, Chap. I hope you're having a good night. It is Chop Racing Series. You see them all out there. See them all having fun. Gonna call them on Tuesday. They got a new dirt series they've got coming up. It's gonna start here in the first part of July. Make sure that you go to chopracing.net. You see their banners flying the bottom left. Whenever that thing resets, it goes for about 5 minutes and then shuts down for about 3 minutes and comes back for about 5 minutes. They're catching Dudley. They actually have the better long run race pace. They really do. Between Roberge and Dudley have duked it out for quite a while. Dove actually has the long run race pace. Ryan has been doing a great job of defending the outside lane. Butler just had an opportunity. So we're seeing Roberge out front. Dudley's going to come to pit road here. Dove trying to go for back-to-back wins in the series. Kazanev, though, will be one of the drivers that does so. Oh, Kazanev into the 25 after the contact, or after the nose cut off earlier. Gonna run him close, gonna run him tight. Kazanev trying to get himself back on the lead lap. Bobby Joe in tow as well. 30 laps to go here. 02 to the back bumper to the 8's gonna get to the outside. This is for third place here. Wow, this is driving around third place. Now Roberge will run this thing as long as he can. You saw what happened when it came to drivers coming off pit road and situations that can come awry. But, do you want to have to use all 25 laps? Right now, Kazanev has a 2.4 second lead over Bobby Joe. And that would be your cycle for the lead. Langford coming to pit road this time by, so that's going to be pitting from 5th. Brian Wentz sitting in 4th. You want to have enough of the race to be able to, if you need to drive back through a few drivers, to be able to do so. But we saw that when the caution came out, half of these drivers, over half the field was a lap down due to the green flag pit cycle on lap 40. That's kind of where this one has maintained. Todd got a black flag coming to pit road. I do believe he had maybe too fast entering there is what it looks like on my end. Did. what I was looking at. Oh, no, he got a... Yeah, it was on the same lap, so looked like it was on the same lap. The drivers who get black flags, they do their thing. Dove, a 1.2 second lead, is shrinking here to Chris Roberge. Butler. Now, this if you win in this series, you get an EOL. And I'm going to tell you what, Butler has, Dove has started from the back as well, to work his way into it. Ryan, top 5 night, is a top 5 truck. Somebody I said earlier that has that kind of race and can have that kind of race. If it can go his way, he can have a great race. Dudley about to unlap himself from him, though, and that's where the 40 will need to think about pit road very soon. Going to be 25 laps to go as Roberge comes to pit road. Brad Dove checks in some extra time there. Closes in the race pace on. Oh, Ryan gets a black flag. Too fast entering. Anything can happen here. And he misses his pit box. Man, oh man. Butler's your race leader. Dudley trying to catch 16 seconds to Scott Kazadave. Actually, 24 seconds. He's got 25 laps to do it. Michael Butler, your race leader. Try to do the best he can. Benny Jones will work the outside lane and get around. Ryan Wendt having a top 5 night. It's a black flag. Butler coming to pit road. That will cycle. Scott Kazadave back to the lead here. Roberge will have some time to catch up here as well. Will need to clear. Roberge came out on 95. Dudley's been able to clear 7 seconds a lap, or 2 seconds a lap for 7 laps. Butler in on pit road. So Robert Dudley came out on 89. Coming in on 89 was probably the right decision for Dudley. Roberge stayed out a long time after that. Michael Butler coming out of pit road. He's going to cycle out to around 10th here. William Martin actually coming around. Actually, he's going to cycle around to 9th. Greg Langford on the inside of the racetrack. Take a look and see what happened here. Oh, Ryan. iRacing now, iRacing. The wreck went to the inside. Onto pit lane. That's what happened there. Like we said, folks, iRacing throws the cautions unless something extraneous comes back up on the racetrack. That's what I saw there. Again, apologize if that's what you saw, but when I was looking at it, when I just looked back at it again, something different. Man. Something happened with Ryan here. We're going to back up. Ryan Wendt had an issue. They said he was sideways. He said he was sideways in front of him. He was just loose. Got loose right there. Whoop. Little bump. Yeah. Right there. Yep. Everything wrecked to the bottom of the racetrack there, folks. It's the reason why iRacing didn't throw the caution. He was a little slideways. All right. Kazanave out front. Bobby Joe trying to close in. 1.2 second lead. Dudley, 3 seconds back, has been able to close in all of that time. 9 lap fresher tires. 6 seconds faster here. Roberge on the bottom side. Brad Dove trying to do the same thing. They all came out on 95. The 6 lap fresher tires for Roberge. Can he catch Robert Dudley? Robert Dudley is catching Scott Kazanave and Bobby Joe. Kazanave might have some nose damage here. I'm taking a look at the truck. Bobby Joe, again, long run race pace. Came in on 80, is catching Scott Kazanave. He would have done that if this thing stayed green the entire time anyway. Butler has a cheater runner. He came in on 97, but he's got... I mean, he'll have a top 5 night. Kazanave split it in thirds. That's what I would have done. But again, the fall off on the racetrack so heavily. Not a bad night though for him. Roberge to Dudley, about 6 seconds. Roberge is catching, but we got 14 laps to go. Dudley within 2 seconds now as the fall off has gone to the advantage there. Butler 31.6. He did run a 31.3, 31.6 this time by. Roberge is the fastest driver on the racetrack, 31.5 right now on the 10. Seeing everybody do their thing. Flack. A lap down for Kazanave. Kazanave up on the high side. 0-2 closing. 3/4 of a second. Dudley now within a second. 13 going to be 12 this time by. Dudley to the back bumper of the 0-2. 0-2 up high. 49 trying to get a win here. Joe coming to pit road this time by. Joe, the Flash Flack has been absolutely legendary. I encourage you guys to root the 91 on. I think that's who I'm rooting for next week. That's exactly who I'm rooting for next week. It's going to be my fan favorite. Speaking of next week, where are we going to be at next week? That's what I want to know. Where are we at next week? Dun, dun, dun. CNO Carpets, part of the platform over here at Signature Esports and for Heart to Heart, so make sure you go check them out. Much love to them. How about it, Dudley? The 0-2. Dudley with the 9-lap fresher tires, going to make that pass pretty easily. But the times have leveled out now as Kazanave runs a 30.25 this last time by. Roberge still a half second faster than everybody in front of him. So his fall off hasn't been that yet. The 32.38 as Dudley tries to catch Kazanave. Roberge might have himself a top. has a top 5 night right now, but anything can happen. Brad Dove in 5th. Butler's going to be in 6th. Dan Cullison's going to be in 7th. Benny Jones in 8th. Bud Light Mike back here in 9th. William Martin, last driver on the lead lap, going to be in 10th. Greg Langford would be your lucky dog here. Tell you what, BJ Lane has probably got. He had some issues when it came to being a lap down when it came to the green flag pit stop caution. The caution that came out under the green flag after the green flag pit stops for half the field. He pitted early to do what he needed to do, but right now I'm going to tell you what. He's had a good night. He's been able to keep the truck clean. I'm very happy with what BJ's been able to do here. Folks, again, stick around after the race. We're going to be sending you over on TikTok. Not TikTok, I'm sorry, on Twitch. We're going to send you over on Twitch to my good friend Spicy. That's Richard Holland. You see him in races all the time. He is doing a charity cause right now with Stank Rat. They're playing a little Tarkov. Tarkov might not be your race of choice, might not be your game of choice, but I will tell you that he is out there raising money for a good cause. I want you guys to go and cheer him on. So make sure that you do get out there and take care of our Twitch and make sure that everybody is good to go, because I want to see our biggest support go to that fine individual. If I knew it was a thing, I would send him over there. Gazenave trying to keep the lead. Bobby Joe's in 3rd. Roberge trying to play catch up here. We're going to be 6 laps to go. The biggest thing I want to see is Bobby Joe finish inside the top 3, because he's supposed to be given a thank you to, or he's supposed to be given some shout outs. Brad Dove in 5th. Butler's going to be in 6th here. It is for a great cause and a great friend. We will be rating over to Rich Holland. That is who we're going to be rating over to. I have already made my mind up, and I might even do it early so that everybody can get out there and give the love out there that we all need. He's an absolute legendary person. 5 to go. Bobby Joe hasn't fallen off that much here. Roberge is faster, but he is starting to fall off as well. Butler, the fastest driver on the racetrack besides Chris Roberge, who just ran the faster lap that time. 32.28, still 0.3 of a second faster than the drivers in front of him with 5 laps to go. Gazenave working on it. Let's go, Bobby Joe. Big fan. Top 3 night. Is it top 3 night? That's podium. Gazenave, half second. Dudley backs the tires off. Joe Flack having an issue. No, he hit the grass. He's fine. James Borden back here. Love his new paint scheme. He works for Walmart, up 3 spots. Roberge. Todd Lippincott to the outside. 14, 3 to go. Gazenave has had a night. Right now, trying to hold on to it. 3 to go. Bobby Joe will need to back the corner up for 2 more laps and try to extend on Roberge. This is the only time I would root against Chris Roberge, because Bobby Joe is going to be gone for about a month. He's not going to be racing. I love Roberge. I think he's the nicest person in this entire world. But I'm kind of rooting for Bobby Joe here. 2 to go. Gazenave. 0.6 of a second lead. Tire fall off has been everything. Gazenave came in on 40, and these tires leveled off humongously here. And as it stands, one last ditch effort for the 14. White flag waves, final lap here as Gazenave trying to hold on for the final 4 corners. Dudley doing a great job. The top 5 have been there. I still think that Ryan Wendt had a top 5 truck all night long. As Bobby Joe holds on to 3rd, we'll see the one final corner. Scott Gazenave holds off Robert Dudley. He's going to get the victory here at Kentucky. Second win of the season. Dudley comes home second. Bobby Joe finishes in third. Roberge fourth. Right down fifth. Daisy Dave knocking it out of the park. Getting a dub. P3, let's go, says the Delegacy. Here it is. Oh. Ryan, I got you on camera. Wave to everybody, and I want you to tell everybody that you love them because I mean, my man, congratulations. I know that you're gonna have surgery, but dude, keep killing it. Here it is. Here it is. Ryan's gonna go. Way to go, Scott, says Deuce out there. Ryan's getting ready to go through surgery, so that'll be Ryan's last race. If I'd known, I'd have made a bigger deal about that as well. Ryan, thoughts and prayers, brother. We hope you get out there and are able to recover and recover well. All right, Kazanabe gets the win. Let's go over your race results here as things settle down. Dudley second. Bobby Joe finishes in third. Roberge, Brad Dove, your top five. Butler, Cullison, Bud Light, Mike, Biddy Jones, William Martin, your top 10. Greg Langford, Rusty Robinson, BJ Lane, top 13. Perotti, brother, I hope you recover well. Big Boy Racing finishes in 14th. Borden, Lyle, Flack, Mr. Peters, all through there. A couple of more drivers. Ryan, early out, which is unfortunate. Man, pit road speeding penalty, accompanied by an issue on the racetrack. He's getting free. Todd Lippincott finish ahead of him. And what a great series this is. What a great race this has been. Don't talk to Bobby. I'm going to fix that. We're going to talk to your race winner. That's who we talk to first. Oh, man. Where's Scott? I would normally talk to Scott first. Waiting for him. Hey, I think they're having a little chit chat. That's Joe. That's Bud Light Mike. That's there he is. We didn't freeze, did we? We're still good. There he is. We're waiting on him. All right, our transition needs to be the stinger. Yeah. There it is. It's like, why is that not working? Where's he at? Hayes Nave. You won. I'm moving him down. Sorry, I moved you. Yeah, I got an interview. You won.
I figured you muted me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was tough, man. I hate Ryan was sideways, spinning in front of me, and I bumped him, man. I just feel bad about that. But yeah, I worked hard for this win.
I was gonna say this was a tough one. When I came to the track and where it leveled off, I would have split this in thirds just like you did, 40-40, 40-80, and that's how I would have done the same thing. I thought for a moment there, I think Dudley had to push it really hard. I thought for a moment there that Robert might have been able to catch it, but then all of a sudden that the track wears off, and I mean it's a 2-second fall off on this racetrack.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. After about 5 laps, or it does. It falls off pretty hard.
All right, tell
But,
people about the blue hair because that's on the mind.
Oh, I ride a motorcycle sometimes, and I put it on just to be funny. I may have to wear it all the time when I'm racing if I keep winning with it.
I told everybody out there what you told me that your daughter dyed your hair.
Yeah, yeah. I was just I just wanted to be funny. Put it on tonight because I don't have much hair, so it's good to have hair every once in a while, especially blue.
Yeah, right. I mean, what do you think? What do you think the old Tillery family would think about that?
They'll probably get a good laugh out of it. I hope they do.
I love it. I love it.
I sent a lot of texts out tonight. I hope some of them were watching. So
see your blue hair. I think it's awesome. Yeah, this was a well earned one, and I'll go over the race incident afterwards. I also put in some notes in the race report. But this back to the clean ways. Kentucky showed up tonight. What makes this track tough, because this is a tough track.
Yeah. And I got to thinking about it. Next week is Watkins Glen, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have to start in the back. So it's going to be pretty tough there, too. It's going to be a challenge for me because I'm usually pretty good at Watkins Glen, too. So we'll see.
Well, there's enough laps next week. If I'm looking at it, 40 laps. There's enough to be able to work your way forward, but 40 laps is not a lot of laps at Watkins Glen. That's a 45-minute race.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Hopefully I can overcome it. But yeah, I'll be in the back next week, so we'll see how it goes.
Be a great time. Show everybody your Hrt2Heart flag. I know you got it right there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Here it is.
Yeah, love my flag, man. Thank you, Jason. You're awesome, dude. Good quality. Looks awesome.
Yeah, there it is.
I just got it today, but we're going to put it on the wall in here.
Awesome. Folks, if you want one of those flags, make sure that you have to reach out to me or the league, and they'll put you in contact. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's an awesome flag. Like I said, great quality, man. Good job. Thank you.
It's 3x5 is what it is, folks. It hangs on your wall. And we can put your league logo on it too. Scott, we'd love you to run the Hrt2Heart one though. That one's a fun one, or Signature Esports one.
But for sure.
All right, man. Give your shout outs, man. It was fun.
Man, I got to give a huge shout out to Hrt2Heart Racing. This league is awesome. Great bunch of guys here racing. It's just awesome. All the other guys that donate, all the sponsors. Want to thank you and everybody. It's just awesome to be here, and Alan Tillery for sponsoring me. They've been a very great sponsor to me, and very good to me. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. Well, I'm gonna let you have at it. Make sure you guys go over to our Twitch channel. I'm trying to tell everybody, so go over our Twitch channel, and we're gonna go support a cause after this.
All right, thank you, sir. We'll do.
That's Scott. He comes home in victory lane. Let's go talk to the Dudley Meister, the man, the myth, the legend. Hey, that's what I'm calling him. I mean, that's kind of what we have to call you, because I mean, literally, the legendary Mr. Robert Dudley, who roll tides everything that he does. And tonight, the tire fall off caught up to you.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, yeah, I think I pushed it too hard the first 10 laps. That I got the freshies and kind of fell off and couldn't catch them at the end.
Hey, but you did come home second. That's not a bad night after you were 26 seconds behind the leader when you came out. And we knew there were still 4 people that still had to left the pit, but you were 24 seconds behind Scott. And that's a lot of ground to make up. Maybe a lap sooner. Maybe you might have, or maybe 2 laps. It's the what ifs or the could have, should have. It's a great idea to stay out a little bit longer if you're catching on the long run. But man, it was like it was 2 laps too late.
Yeah, a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas this season so far for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two races I'm battling for the win and, get taken out, unfortunately, with last lap. But, that's the breaks. I'm battling back. Congratulations to Scott and Bobby Joe, top threes, and Scott for the win. I'm battling back. I ain't giving up yet.
It's blue's a good color. I think blue's a great color on Scott. Man, I mean, I'm rooting for everybody. I try to be kind about, not picking favorites and not, nah, I take that back. I don't care. It's just the race today, Kentucky shows up, but you were pretty good at